Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so super excited to be coming to you all live today to do this video teaching. I have been away for the last month, but I'm coming back. Let me just double check and make sure this video is recording properly. It is. Cool. So if you're catching me live, please say hello. Otherwise, if you're catching the replay or the recording of this video, let me know in the comments below what you think, your thoughts, anything you want to share with me from the video teaching that I have to share with you today. So if this is your first time tuning into me and you don't know who I am, my name is Stef. I'm a psychic business empowerment coach. And what I do is I basically help people manifest the realities that they want to experience in life. Okay. Sorry, I'm typing this away and sharing it. Cool. And so I basically help people just be the deliberate creators of their realities by really helping them understand what it is about their limiting beliefs, their fears, their repressed emotional energy that is keeping them from being a vibrational match or is keeping them from being in alignment with their desires, and being able to clear all of that misalignment that they have within themselves so that they can then be a match for what they want, and as a result, attract more of that into their lives. Okay, so that's how I help people. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you can probably see that my layout back here is a little bit different, and that is because I became a location independent entrepreneur officially as of May 31st, 2019. So it's been 3 weeks or so, which is why I've been a bit absent from YouTube for the last month, because I have been moving around and stuff. Right now, I'm currently in Mexico. This is the third city that I'm in. I'm in Tulum at this moment. I was in Cancun, then I was in Playa del Carmen, and now I am in Tulum, and I'll be here for a couple of weeks to do my retreat and a bunch of other things. And so when I tuned in today to ask on what I needed to speak on, this is what they wanted me to speak on, was doing what you love and surrendering to your purpose. And I felt like that was so appropriate because I am currently living that right now. I'm doing what I love and surrendering to my purpose. So what they wanted me to speak to you on, by the way, is I channel this with my guides. I always tune in to see what I need to say and how I need to say it and all that good stuff. So my guides, basically, they want me to share this message with you today. The last few years, or maybe a few decades, especially as the vibration of the planet has increased and the consciousness of humanity has elevated, more and more people are waking up to more of who they truly are. More and more people are kind of being activated in wanting to pursue what makes them happy. Hey, Dan, how are you? Yes, you might have to go back and watch the replay to understand why I'm in this place, because I explained that at the beginning. But as I was saying, more of us in the last couple of decades or so, or even longer, have been waking up to this truth that there's more to life. We've been kind of feeling this kind of feeling of unrest within ourselves when we are at our jobs or at our careers, and just kind of feeling like, is this really what I want to keep doing? I feel like there's something more out there for me. What is that? And so on and so forth. So more and more people are kind of wanting to discover what their purpose is. Okay. Now you need to understand that here in life, we have many different purposes. Okay. There's, maybe a purpose of like being a child of someone, or being a parent to someone, or, writing a book, or whatever it is. We have many different purposes, but when it comes to like your career purpose or your life purpose, this is what more and more people are kind of wanting to discover for themselves lately, especially because the vibration of the planet has been increasing so much that people are kind of waking up to this and feeling dissatisfied with life, and they want something more meaningful, something that gives them more fulfillment, something that brings them joy, that really helps light them up every single day, and like being excited to be alive and doing what they're doing. And so this is what a lot of people have been wanting to understand, like, what is my life purpose? What am I here to do? What impact am I here to create? And so this is the kind of purpose that we're going to be talking about today for this video. Because like I said, you have many different purposes, but the purpose that we're focusing on today for this video is your career purpose, your life's purpose. And so you need to understand that in general, you're here to be happy. Okay, this is part of your purpose in life in general, is to be happy. Okay, be happy as a mother, be happy as a child of someone, be happy doing whatever you love. But your purpose here, one of your purposes is to be happy. And when it comes to like your career's purpose or your life's purpose, you're here to do what lights you up, what truly makes you excited to do every single day. Now, the reason for that is that when you are doing work that you love, and you're getting lost in it, and it's bringing you so much joy and fulfillment and happiness and other rewards and things, it's because that's the highest expression of your soul. Okay, when you're doing what you love, that's you basically channeling your soul's essence, and really being so in alignment with who you truly are. And that's part of the reason why we're here, is to embody more of who you truly are. So when your life's purpose, your career's purpose, when you're tuned into it, when you're doing what your soul is wanting you to do, you're really connected to your soul. Okay, and so you're experiencing all of these elevated states of emotions: happiness, joy, fulfillment, all the things. Okay, now what holds people back from really being able to pursue that life's purpose or that career purpose is a lot of different things. It's a lot of limiting fears and stress and things like that they're afraid of. Okay, so when it comes to wanting to step into your purpose, a lot of times people will be afraid of making a mistake. Okay, they feel like, well, if I pursue this thing that I love and I leave my comfortable 9-to-5 job, or I leave this steady thing that I've been doing, or I close this business down and I start a completely new one. If I leave this thing to start this thing that I'm really actually excited about, what if I make a mistake and something goes wrong? Okay, now this is what holds people back, because they think that if they make a mistake, then that might in their minds translate into, I'm going to waste my time, I'm going to lose money, I'm going to get in a precarious kind of situation that there's probably like no way to come back from. I'm going to hurt people that are depending on me to provide maybe financial security, and so on and so forth, right? So a lot of people, a lot of times, are afraid of making mistakes, and this keeps them from really pursuing the thing that they actually really want to do, the thing that they love. It's also a lot of times a fear of success. They're afraid of pursuing the thing that they love, because if they do that and they do that really well, there's a lot of things that can potentially come with that they perceive as really negative. So for example, if you want to be a famous singer or actor or something like that, and because you really are passionate about singing or acting and so on, and you really want to do that, but at the same time, you're afraid of the success that comes with that, because then you're afraid of like fans stalking you and people maybe grabbing on you strongly when you do concerts or when you're out in public, or never getting any privacy anymore because people are harassing you all the time for pictures, or all the things that can come up with that, or being so financially successful that you have to like manage large sums of money and all these people, and that's a lot of responsibility. And what if you make decisions that basically make you lose everything, and so on? So there's a lot of fear of success that keeps people from stepping into their purpose. Okay. Also, what keeps them stepping into it is fear of criticism. So a lot of times when you're stepping into your purpose, especially when you want to be in front of a group of people, to make an impact in front of a group of people, like myself, being on YouTube or being a coach, or maybe you're a writer, maybe you want to be a speaker, you want to be someone that's in front of groups of people, and the spotlight's going to kind of be on you. A lot of times there's a fear of criticism that keeps people from stepping into their purpose, because they're afraid of what people will say, of making, mistakes in the eyes of other people, of not doing things well enough, of potentially, especially when you're guiding people like I am, there's a fear of leading people down the wrong path, or leading down people down a path that might potentially cause harm to them, and so on. And these are all of these limiting beliefs and fears that come up with wanting to step into your purpose and so on, depending on what you want to do. And so it's this fear of criticism, this fear of making mistakes, this fear of hurting people and so on that can hold a person back from really stepping into their purpose, especially criticism, because when the spotlight's on you, everyone and their mom is going to have something to say about you. I get criticism all the time on my YouTube channel that's about traveling and so on. Videos that I did many years ago when I was a different person and I had a different way of expressing myself, and people today still want to criticize me for who I was in the past and how I said certain things or whatever. And it's like, hello, like I've grown as a person, but whatever, you're still judging me. And I've had to learn to be okay with that and to not let that affect me and who I am and what I believe about myself and so many other things. Because otherwise, if I allow those kinds of things to affect me, it's just going to make me feel miserable and a bunch of other negative things. So this fear of criticism is what holds people back, because they don't want to receive all of those negative comments and criticisms about how they look, how they dress, what they have to say, what they've done, how they do things, and so on and so forth. So this is what keeps a person from really stepping into their purpose. Another one is, like I said, getting hurt or wasting time. So again, when you want to step into your purpose, if you feel like in any way stepping into your purpose is going to hurt you in any kind of way, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, or whatever it is, or you feel like you're going to waste your time potentially because you step into your purpose, but what if you don't succeed and then you just put all this time and effort and energy into wanting to step into your purpose and then you don't see the results from it? Like, all of these things are unconscious fears and beliefs that a person can have within themselves that then keeps them from stepping into their purpose and doing what they're really meant to be doing, what's going to bring them the most joy and happiness and fulfillment. So if you have these fears, you need to process them and clear them, because they're just things that can be released very easily or with practice and with time, so that you can do the thing that you're really meant to do and get to experience that amazing life that you want to experience by doing what it is that you love, okay? And what it is your soul came to express here in this lifetime. So they're not things that are set in stone that you have to continue to allow to hold you back forever. You can always clear them so long as you become aware of them. And so hopefully by me sharing some of these things with you and some examples of them, you've become aware of some of your things now, and you can then begin the process of releasing those things in order to allow yourself to step into your purpose, okay? A comment, yes, I try to save money and worry for making mistakes and wasting time. Yeah, and that's a very common fear and belief for so many people is, for example, if you want to be an artist and you want to invest in all of this painting stuff, or I don't know, canvases and brushes and paint and who knows what other materials you might need for your art, right? And it's a bit of an expense for anyone. And you think like, but what if I spend all this money and then nobody wants to buy my art, and I put all this time into like creating the art and nobody wants to buy it, and so on and so forth. That's the kind of stuff that can keep a person from even like going to the store and buying those materials to begin with, or even if they manage to buy those things, just getting started to begin with, because they unconsciously allow the limiting beliefs and fears to self-sabotage them. And so they don't even take those next steps. And when you don't take those next steps, you never get to really experience how fulfilling and rewarding your stepping into that purpose can be for you, if this is your case. This is just an example, and all the potential success that can come from you stepping into your purpose. Because when you really do what it is that you came here to do, what it is that you love, when you're so aligned with your soul by doing what you love, and you're just experiencing this tremendous joy and happiness and fulfillment, and you have no limiting beliefs and fears around your success, around your capacity to succeed doing what you love, then you literally get to experience a life in which like you're just so crazily like successful and abundant because you're so aligned. Okay, it's not just being in the state of like joy and happiness and fulfillment. That's part of it for sure. You also have to make sure you have no resistance to your success. You have to make sure that your beliefs are aligned with knowing that you can be successful doing what you love. And so long as all of that's aligned, you get to experience that version of reality. And so I'm getting a little bit off topic, but this is it. So make sure that you clear these things so that you can allow yourself to take those steps forward one by one, so that the path can be revealed to you and you can ultimately create the version of life that you want doing what you love, okay? And being really successful at it. Two really big things, or I have three more big things that they want me to share with you around what holds a person back from stepping into their purpose. And one of those things is needing to know the how, okay? And this is really huge for most people, because most people want to know, okay, well, if I pursue this passion of mine in acting, or if I pursue this passion of mine in creating music, or I don't know, creating sculptures, or coaching people, or speaking to people, creating YouTube videos, whatever it is that you're passionate about. A lot of people think, okay, if I do this, how is that going to result in me, getting the money that I need to have a happy life, and continue to do more of it, and making a bigger impact, and just growing and growing? Like, how is that going to all come together? I mean, I know, like, for example, if your dream is to be a YouTuber, okay, cool. You can create a YouTube video. Maybe you have enough skills to be able to create one video, or you are willing to learn the skills to create a video. But then in your mind, you're like, okay, so here's where I'm starting. How do I get from this to like 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers? Like, how does that work? Or if you want to be an actress or an actor, and you're like, okay, I'm going to learn the basics of acting. I'm going to keep practicing. And this is me practicing. And how do I go from here to being in these blockbuster type movies? Like, how is that going to unfold, right? And so people always have this tendency to need to know the how. How is the big picture going to happen when I'm starting here? And because they don't know the how, they don't know exactly like when things are going to show up and through whom and so on and so forth. They don't know all the details. That keeps them from stepping into their purpose, because they unconsciously feel like, well, then I'm not going to succeed. I'm going to fail. I'm going to struggle. This is going to happen. All these bad things are going to happen. And so I might as well not even try. I might as well not even bother. Because what's the point if I can't see how it's going to happen, if I'm going to fail along the way, if I'm not going to ever make it, right? And so needing to know the how is what holds a lot of people back from really stepping into their purpose, okay? And if this is you need to learn to get comfortable with letting go of the how, okay? Which is part of the second message of this video, surrendering to your purpose. We're going to get into that. But you need to learn to let that go and understand that you're just here to take one step at a time. You're just here to do the thing that is right in front of you, and to let it unfold in the way in which it needs to for your highest good. And just let the path be revealed to you step by step by step by step. Because if someone, if God or the universe or whoever you believe in were to tell you, hey, I'm going to take you to this amazing destination, right? Imagine it's like the most beautiful, amazing place that you could have ever dreamed of visiting. And there's so many amazing things to do, and things to eat and learn, and so on and so forth. And it's like this beautiful paradise in your mind, okay? And let's say that, they paint a pretty picture. This is the amazing thing that is waiting for you. And then they told you, or God or whoever you believe in told you, okay, but to get there, you're going to have to walk 20,000 miles to get there. The thought of having to walk 20,000 miles to get to that thing is going to be like, no, that's too much. You crazy. I'm not going to do all that. No, I got better things I got to do with my time right now, and so on and so forth. And you're not even going to want to make the effort, because you're going to feel like, oh my God, it's so hard. It's so complicated. It's going to take too long. That's all the stuff that's coming up in your mind. And so you don't even want to bother doing it. But if you allow the process to unfold, and you allow yourself to kind of be given one step at a time, and little by little, unconsciously, you're going to walk 1 kilometer and walk another kilometer and another, or 1 mile and another mile, and so on and so forth, with each and every single step. By the time, before you're going to be at that place, and you will have walked those 20,000 miles or those 20,000 kilometers, whatever my example was, without even realizing it, because you kept taking one step at a time, instead of being given that whole thing, okay, this is what you want. These are all the things you're going to have to do to get it. No, because that works against you a lot of times, knowing all the things that you're going to go through. So it's best for you not to know all the things, and to instead just focus on what's in front of you in that moment, taking one step at a time, trusting and knowing that the path will continue to be revealed to you, and will continue to guide you and direct you more and more to what it is that you're truly meant to do and want to do in life, okay? So let go of needing to know the how, because that keeps you from stepping into your purpose, and instead just allow yourself to be open to exploring the path and the steps that are being presented in front of you, so that the purpose you can step into your purpose more and more powerfully, and the your purpose can become more clear or clearer to you as you take those steps forward, okay? Next thing that keeps a person from stepping into their purpose is wanting to know whether they'll be successful or not, okay? And a lot of times this means being successful financially more than anything, okay? Hey, Renee, how are you? Thank you for joining me. You'll have to definitely go back and watch the first part, but you can join me now. And so what this means is that, you know, a lot of times for most people, it's not so much, you know, hey, if I step into my purpose, will I get the fame and recognition and the opportunities and so on? It's more so around, for most people, for a lot of people, it's will I get the money I need to be able to support myself, to support those who depend on me, to live a comfortable life, to have everything that I need, or to have more than that. And so if people can't see or know for sure, like, hey, stepping into my purpose means I will be successful financially to do all these other things, then people don't want to step into that because they're like, oh, it's too much of a risk. You know, if I invest time and money and energy and stuff into doing this purpose, I might actually like lose money. I might actually not be able to support myself, not be able to provide for myself, and so on. And so this is what holds a person back from stepping into their purpose, is this belief of, hey, will I actually be successful at this enough financially to have a comfortable lifestyle, to have what I want and need? And so this is just a limiting belief or fear that needs to be released in order for you to have success with your purpose. And you need to understand, like I said earlier, that if you really are aligned with what your soul came here to share, the thing that you as a unique individual are here to express in this lifetime, whatever that may be, okay? If you're really truly aligned with that and you have no resistance in any way to being successful, like wildly successful at it and financially successful at doing that thing, then the success is just going to come no way, like just no matter what. If you're not attached to money in any way, the money's going to come no matter what, because you're doing what you love and you're so focused in doing what you love and you're so present with doing what you love that all that other stuff just falls into place. It really does. And this isn't like some airy fairy type stuff that I'm trying to share with you. Like, this has been my own personal experience. This has been what I've seen other people do, who are into these kinds of topics and who are not even into these kinds of topics. I remember maybe a few months ago or so, I saw a video on the Trevor Noah Daily Show, so you can YouTube it if you want, of this woman who, she's a Black woman. I forgot her name, but there's a video somewhere where she's basically helping to raise awareness around the continued discrimination that exists in the US towards Black people and so on through comedy, and wanting to shift that way of having things be that way in the US through her comedy, and helping to really be able to educate and cater Black crowds around this kind of topic and so on. And so she was just doing this thing because she enjoys, you know, being a comedian and acting and this kind of stuff. And she really wanted to make an impact and to really help people. And this was her focus. Her focus was just like, I just want to help people, you know, and I want to do it through this because I enjoy doing it through this medium and so on and so forth. And because she's been doing what she loves and just focused on just being present in what she does, making an impact, and just not being really attached to the financial success of it, the success has come in no matter what. And so this is what I want to illustrate to you, that when you really do align yourself with what your soul came here to do, and you are so present with that and you have no resistance to the other things, all those things just come in anyway. All your needs are met for, I think, I don't know. All your needs are met and it just all works out for you, okay? But you have to let go of this belief of, hey, will I be successful doing what I love or not? Because what you're basically projecting there is doubt right away. And when you're projecting doubt, you're not going to get the success that you want because you're doubting it. And that's what you're going to create in your reality. So you need to let go of that limiting belief or fear that you have around, will I be successful? Of course you will be successful because you're doing what you love. The universe wants you to be happy. And this is your soul's highest expression. And so of course you're going to be successful no matter what. The universe will align things so that you get the opportunities you need, so that the people that you're meant to meet that will help you continue to move forward will cross your path so that you will have the resources, the abundance that you need to keep going. Of course you will, but you need to shift that belief inside of yourself instead of expecting the worst from pursuing what you love, okay? The last thing that they want me to mention is what keeps people from stepping into their purpose, doing what they love, is that they doubt their own power, their influence, or they don't have trust in themselves. Now, this means that stepping into your purpose, like when you doubt your power, it means you doubt your power to be successful at doing what you love and creating the impact that you desire, being able to influence people or the world or whatever with, or whoever with whatever it is that you're doing. So you really you underestimate yourself. You don't really see yourself as who you truly are and being able to be this great person that you really are inside already. You just don't see that right now. And so because you don't see that right now, you don't see yourself as maybe someone being worthy of being listened to, someone worthy of, having the success that you want and being able to influence people with your experience, with your art, with your self-expression, with your creativity, etc., because you don't really see the power that you have and being able to make that impact that you desire, you don't even want to step into your purpose because you have a skewed view of yourself and you see yourself as this tiny little, teeny tiny like flea, and you're not that. You're this huge being. And so you underestimate yourself, and that's what keeps you from stepping into your purpose and from really being able to be so successful with the things that you want to do, because you also feel like, oh, if I'm so insignificant and small and I don't have anything of value to say, or no one wants to listen to me, or no one wants to buy my stuff, then it's going to naturally affect how you show up. It's going to keep you from showing up, and it's going to keep you from getting the results that you want because you doubt yourself so much. Okay. And then this self-trust that they want me to mention as well with stepping into your purpose is like when you don't trust yourself, when you don't trust in your capacity to be able to handle what comes your way, the things that you will maybe experience as you step into your purpose and so on. When you don't trust yourself or you don't trust in your capacity to be able to be successful, this is naturally going to keep you from stepping into your purpose or getting that result that you want, even if you do try to step into your purpose, because you have to have such a high level of trust in yourself that you can handle whatever shows up, that you will be successful no matter what, and that you're going to continue to be directed and guided down the path that you need to go down in order to be ultimately successful in this thing, like achieving the level at which you're meant to be achieving or what you want to achieve, right? So you need to have such a high level of trust in yourself, but most people don't trust themselves. And so this is what holds them back, because they think things like, let's say you want to, let's say you're a working mom and you have a 9-to-5 job and you want to, because I don't know why I'm giving this example, but I guess because I work with a lot of moms, you have a 9-to-5 job that's unfulfilling, you have kids that are still kind of young, and you would like to do something more meaningful with your life. And by doing that and being successful at that thing that you love, for it to provide enough for you so that you could spend more time with your kids and even be at home with your kids more, and so on. But because you don't trust in your ability to create a successful business doing what you love that will provide more than enough for you and your family and for you to be able to continue raising those kids and provide for their needs, because you don't trust in your ability to do that successfully, instead you conform or you hold on to the 9-to-5 job that gives you that security temporarily, but then at the same time you sacrifice all your happiness, your joy, being able to spend time with your kids and so on and so forth, because you don't really trust in yourself and your capacity to succeed in what you're wanting to do. And so this is how it holds people back from stepping into their purpose, is they don't really trust in themselves and to be able to create the success that they want, right? And so then they don't get to experience all that joy, the abundance, the fulfillment, the happiness, all the things that they desire. So what I want you to take away from this video is that you're here to do what you love. You're here to be happy. You're here to express your soul's truth, the thing that really lights you up. And so if certain areas of your life, especially when it comes to your career or your life's purpose, this kind of thing, like doing something for the greater good, if what you're doing at this time isn't fulfilling to you, isn't gratifying to you, is not in alignment in some kind of way, you need to take a closer look at that, at why maybe you're still feeling this way. Are you holding back in any way? Are you in a fear state that's keeping you from pursuing something that you would much rather be doing? And get honest with yourself about why that is. What are those limiting beliefs and fears that you have deep down inside? Why do you believe those things? Why are you giving your power away to those things? Why are you choosing to create from that space? Because so long as you hold on to those fears and those limiting beliefs, those emotions, you're going to continue to create a reality that revolves around that. And so why are you giving your power away to that? Why are you choosing to create that? And shifting those things inside of yourself, and so that you can allow yourself to start taking those baby steps, no matter how small, in the direction of your purpose. Because doing what you love from one day to the next, like, it doesn't happen for most people. Most people don't become an overnight success. Okay, it's possible for sure, but most people don't. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm now location independent, living in Mexico, but that didn't just happen overnight for me. I had to go through a journey, a process. It took a few years for me to now be able to realize my dream of traveling the world and having an online business and being able to do what I love from any part of the world. And so that took me really being able to take personal responsibility over my life, over what I was creating, and to continue to shift out of things that were not serving me in creating what I truly wanted, and releasing those things and aligning myself more with the things that I wanted to believe, think, and feel and experience, so that I could then experience that in my reality. And so part of that process was surrendering to my purpose, which was, I wanted to be happy. I wanted to have this kind of lifestyle, and I had to surrender to my purpose in the sense of, letting go of needing to know the how, when things were going to show up, and all these other details, and instead allowing for things to show up and to be what they needed to be when they needed to be, and to just allow the process to unfold. And it took for me at least a few years to build up to where I'm at right now. But that's what it is like when you surrender, you just say, hey, this is what I want to do. When you get clear on what it is that you're wanting to do in life and how you want it to be and so on, you surrender to that, and you just allow those steps to be presented to you one at a time, and you take action on them, and you allow that to lead you forward one day at a time, knowing that every single step that you take is getting you that much closer to what you want to be, and you'll eventually where you want to be, and you'll eventually get there, and then when you get there, you're going to want some more stuff, and you're going to have to go through the same kind of process again and get to that next level, and so on and so forth. So surrendering to your purpose, surrender to the fact that your purpose is here for you to be happy, for you to feel fulfilled, for you to do what you love, and knowing that what you love can provide for you. And so surrender to that, and stop being afraid of, not being able to provide for yourself doing what you love, or giving your power away to stories and limiting beliefs and fears around why you think that you can't be provided for by doing what you love, and so on and so forth. And letting that go, and just allowing the path to be revealed to you one step at a time, and taking action on that. Okay. Let me see if I have any more comments. True, I do have trust issues. I have that mentality of, I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, it should apply to my life. Awesome. Yeah, so many people have that belief of things being too good to be true, because this is something that is programmed into us by so many different things. Movies, family, so many different things that help us to develop that fear around thinking that something bad has to happen, something terrible has to show up at some point in our life, because it's impossible to have life be this good, and to have this many good people in our lives, or to have this much abundance, or have this much joy and happiness and fulfillment. And it's just a limiting belief and fear that needs to be cleared in order for you to allow yourself to experience that. Because so long as you continue to believe in that and continue to hold that fear in your heart, you will continue to attract things that are a match for your belief, and ultimately prove your belief true. And so this is what I do. I help people to clear those things so that they don't create those kinds of things in their reality. And so on. So this is basically what I was asked to share with all of you today. I really hope that it has helped you. Please let me know in the comments below if it has, what you think about it, what your experience has been around pursuing your purpose. Maybe anything that you have to share with me will inspire me to do another video related to stepping into your purpose, to overcoming things that might hold you back from stepping into your purpose, and so on and so forth. So I would really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, a like. Wherever you're watching from, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, to see more of my video teachings. If you enjoyed this, there's other teachings that you can check out as well on my channel. I will be coming back on Fridays to do the video teachings that I do live every Friday. I don't have a specific time because, like I said, I'm traveling. And right now I'm going to be in Tulum for a couple of weeks, so I will for sure show up on time next Friday, I believe, but like in the morning. But I will show up on Fridays at some point, and I will do my best to get the hang of traveling and keeping up with my schedule for things that I want to do online as far as like video teachings and stuff. And what else? And also, I didn't do a June monthly energy reading. I was in the process of like a lot of things at the end of May, beginning of June, so I wasn't able to do that, but I will do a July energy reading for sure. Probably a few days before July because I have my retreat and stuff I'm going to do. So I will do that for sure. And maybe some other readings, I'm not sure. And yeah, I just invite you to come and join me on my Facebook group. If you haven't yet joined my Facebook group, I have a free group on Facebook where I do plenty of other teachings and I write posts and I share about my travels and things like that. So if you want to follow me on my Facebook group, the link will be in the description below for you to click on that. You can also follow me on my Facebook business page where I also write a bunch of stuff and I do free teachings there as well. You can find me as Stef Ventura Coaching on Facebook. And I recently joined Instagram again. So I'm back on Instagram and the link is in the description below, but you can just find me as Stef Ventura Coaching on Instagram as well. And that's where I'm sharing my stories of like the places that I'm visiting, I'm traveling to, things that I'm doing, where I'm staying, etc. Just sharing my adventures of like how I'm taking it one step at a time in, you know, allowing the universe to guide me on in stepping more powerfully into my purpose and just leading me one step, you know, one day at a time to the next place, to the next thing. And I'm just surrendering to my purpose, basically. I came to Mexico not knowing really what to expect, not really knowing what is going to happen. But I took that action step forward instead of allowing fear and doubt and all these things to get the best of me. I just was like, okay, I'm supposed to go to Mexico. Don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's for my highest good. And I know it's going to propel me forward. And this is what I'm doing. And so I'm here surrendering to my purpose. And I'm sharing that with all of you because I walk my talk and I don't just tell you to do things that I'm not doing for myself, that I'm not applying in my own life or I haven't applied in my own life and experience. So I share that through the Instagram stories and the Facebook stories on my business page. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to hang out with me there. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Have an amazing weekend and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.